Can you put it back on backless shoes and make them orthotic-friendly? Yes, of course you can, and even fancy. Today we are going to be taking a pair of everyday comfy sandals, putting it back on them to disguise the fact that we're wearing orthotics and being comfy.
All right, now what have we been doing here? chopping stuff. What I'm actually trying to do is I'm trying to make a back for my shoe. So I've been hacking away at a piece of paper and just drawing things on some pens just to get some shaping there. That's going to go wrapped around there. Yes, Ava, it is. I don't know if you can hear my cat. But it's going to wrap around the back of the shoe, and I'm going to plan to have a little bit looped on the inside of that strap, and then that will get sewn on the inside just there, and we'll have glue to stick that around there. Now why am I doing that? It's going to kind of look like that. I have orthotics, so if I put that in there, that's just going to cover up just a little bit, just to give a bit of disguise that I've got an orthotic in there. So that's the plan, Stan. Now we actually need to get to do it. I've got a very, very, very soft piece of leather here. It's a garment type of leather. And I think they said it was used for leggings, actually. It's a designer dead stock. But I thought that would be quite malleable. I don't need it to have any functional capacity. It's just wrapping around as a bit of a disguise. So let's have a look. Okay, it has a little bit more wrap that way. Oh, there's my little pattern. Okay, it's a little bit different because that's the outside and that's the inside. I don't need any seam allowance with this because there's no sewing. I'm using it exactly as it is. Okay, so that's what we've got. I should just check that this is going to work on the other shoe as well. Outside. Yes, I think it's going to work okay on that shoe as well. Outside. I just cut it for that shoe because it's orange on the other side. So you've got to cut a left and a right. Oh, see, that's looking quite nice. Okay, well, we've done that one, which means I just cut it like that, so I'll have to cut it like that. There we go. Outside. Outside. Hurrah! We do have to make sure that we're pretty happy with the cuts. If there's anything jagged like that, we just might want to smooth them out. Make sure you're happy with the final cut lines. This bit does need me to just not contaminate this mat, so we'll use this and that will help me. And I've got my tissues ready. Great. Now I'm going to be using some gem tack glue. As you can see, I used to be a dancer. Yep, gem tack glue for the win. And we just want to put a little bit down here because that's going to go onto the white areas. Let's give it a go. Oh, clean up as quickly as you can. You don't want glue on the inside of the shoe either. Dirty fingers. But the good thing about gem tack glue is it is not carcinogenic like any whatever, E5000, E2000, E3000, I can't even remember the name of them. But this is not carcinogenic, and it does have a little bit of play in it. Okay, I can't see because I'm trying to do it for the camera. It's looking not too bad. Might clean up some of the interior glue with a Q-tip in a minute. I'll probably let it dry for a day before I get to come back and do the interior sewing of these edges.
Our first little job is to wrap it round and trim stuff up. Now, sometimes you can shove it down the crack of the shoe there. That's a nice fix too. I don't have a deep crack there, so I'm just going to trim it away because I don't want to have any folds of even this very softest of leathers, because it's going to feel like Legos if I lean on it. And we'll just curve it around the edge and just neaten up any sharp corners, just to keep a bit of a curve there. How you do this is up to you. Now you see that little bit of orange that was sticking out there when we wrapped it around. That's just telling us that it's a little bit too high. We want that orange completely covered up by the outside of that piece, not the inside wrapped bit. So we can just cut that down a little bit more as well. And then we'll be ready to do some sewing. All right, grabbing our needle and thread, knotted at one end, doubled threads. We're going to stick our needle in here with the flap pushed back so we don't get any knots against our skin. Okay, that gets pushed back over. And then all I'm going to do here is in and out a long line of stitching. It's not very long, it's not very high at all. And I'm just stitching my cover, so not the leather of the shoe. And this is my first pass, just so it's staying where I want it to be. I'm going to try and make it neat, but we've got some little disguisey bits coming at the end for anything that's not very neat. Now you will need the jewellery pliers again. I think these are beadsmith jewellery pliers from craft stores or jewellery making beading stores. And this pass of sewing, I'm actually going through the leather of that strap, so it's a lot tougher. And this is the security factor where I'm actually getting my leather onto the shoe. So another little pass of stitching and using your pliers just to push it through the leather and to pull it out with each little stitch. Okay, we can now snip off the tail end of our anterior piece that wrapped around and got sewed shut. And we can also, just using surgical scissors, this is what I'm using, the blunt side, I'm just pushing that down the crack of the shoe there, keeping it nice and smooth. And then we've got to finish off our stitching, finishing off on the outside so we don't have any lumps on the inside to worry our skin. And it's just a double knot, just passing it through one of the threads on the outside and snipping off to finish. Now you might be thinking, hey, It's a little bit ugly, but we've got some disguises there. The important thing is it all beautifully smooth to touch? And it is. So pretty happy with that. But of course, we've got the other side to do. Same thing, guys. Same again. All right, we're now finished. And we can do this a little bit of disguise if we don't like our stitches. Now the sky's the limit. I'm going to use something that tones in. So maybe some brassy stuff. And I'm going to keep it minimal because this is not an elaborate pair of shoes. This is an everyday pair of functional sandals for summer. So we'll keep the vibe casual. And I'm just going to stick it over there. It also helps secure my threads down a bit more. And in fact, I might do this little design. Get my hot gun out and press that down. All right, there's the finished shoe. Functional shoes with a back so that we can put our orthotics in. Blendy, blendy. Can I say it's a bit hard photographing my feet? But here they are anyway. And of course, I can use some Velcro dots to secure my orthotics inside while I've got that outside disguising them. All right, enjoy your comfy life, guys. I will see you next time, and happy orthotic wearing with any slides that you have.